Good morning, fellow traders, and welcome back to Muteki.com. It is Wednesday, May 4th, coming up here on the 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What we have here is the Euro USD. We're looking currently at the 4-hour compression. What I wanted to do is just talk about some technical analysis here that we have showing up on the pair, as it looks like we're going to continue here a bullish breakout north in the pair. So, first off, what we can see on the euro dollar that is giving us reason to believe is this 4-hour channel that we can see. We have a sideways market being created, and when we have a sideways market being created after a movement, okay, what we look for is on the low end a 70% chance of the movement breaking out to the north. Okay, and we can already see that we have broken out of the north, so our statistics there are already proving to us that we are right on the overall sentiment of the euro dollar. Okay, now another great opportunity that we have here, another tool that we have to use here, is called the pole of a sideways movement, and that is, the pole being the size that we enter into the sideways movement. When we measure this pole from this point here to the top, that is the breakout that we should get towards the top. So let's go ahead here and take a look and measure how many pips we have there. Okay, and we can see, grabbing the bottom of that to the top, we're looking at 250 pips. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and measure from this point right here up 250 pips. And now what you can see is that 250 pips from this level is sitting right there where I have this black line. Okay, now this black line is coming off of a support from a previous uptrend, which in turn turns into a target for a movement north. So we can see right there is we have a great confluence coming from just one piece of technical information, that is the pole of a sideways movement. Once we have the breakout in the direction that we entered, which is a low end statistical 70% percentage towards the breakout north, we should see the continuation. And notice that we have our target coming off of a support from a previous uptrend. Now let's go ahead here. We have taken these off of the day chart since we're trading here within range that we can only have a good look at the day chart. So let's go ahead here and just pull up that day chart, and I want to show these levels that I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is go back and show the areas of the uptrend where they've taken from. Okay, and what we can see here is that this is our first uptrend that comes into range of the area that we're currently trading on the euro dollar. So we can see that there is current market price right there at 149. Now this 150.34 is coming from a top. We will take a look at that, but right now what we're interested is this 151.40 area, because that is equivalent to the pole that came into the sideways movement on the euro, and now we're looking for it. Since we have a breakout north, we're looking for the pole to be equal on the breakout. So we can see right there, look how perfectly we have that daily support, how strong that support is right there in the market, and from there it continued trading north. What we can also see is above the 151.43, I've also targeted this support because it is a major support that has been respected once, twice, 3 times. Okay, and you can see that the market broke clearly through it. So this market is definitely on future uptrend going to use this area here of the 152.80 for a target on its next movement north. Now, whether it's going to be on this cycle that we're currently seeing on the euro dollar, I don't know. Whether it's going to be on the next one, I don't know. But what I can do is prepare and anticipate, and when the market gives me the opportunity to react towards what is going on. But for the most part, what I'm interested in at this time is this 151.40 barrier. And let's just take a look here at the 150.30 area and see where I took that line off of. Okay, and what we can see here is that it has been a top off of a uptrend, and then also what it is here is what we call a armpit support. As you can see, it's the last point of this uptrend, the last support point right there that held this uptrend. From there it was trading south. So this 150.34 is going to be an area that's going to give the market problems for a continuation north. And let's just go ahead here and continue taking a look at current market data. Okay, and what we can see once again is here we're lining up with these figures. So taking down once again towards our 4-hour compression, continuing on with a little bit of analysis. What we also want to do now is, what we want to do is we don't want to enter here on a breakout. What we want to do is we want to wait for the market to pull back. Okay, so before I do that, what I can see here is I can definitely see a sustainable trend on this market. Okay, I can see that if I were to connect these, that I could potentially have sustainable trend, and if I were to do towards that to the top, I would be able to get a channel here on the 4-hour compression. So let's go ahead and grab that and overlap a bit more of information. Let's go ahead here and alright, there we go. What I want to do is adjust this towards my top. Okay, so let's just go ahead here and take a look and see what happens. And you can see, look how this is lining up perfectly with that first area that we talked about, that we're going to have a stop in the market that's going to act as potentially a profit-taking area, and that is excuse me, the 150.34 area. So what we can anticipate right now is for the euro dollar to do this type of movement, okay, come here, take out the 150.34. They're probably not going to find enough buyers here to make that push to the 150.143. So what they're then going to do is we're going to see a pullback here in this market, okay, probably come back here to the 148.80 area, top of the sideways movement, and from there we should see the next movement towards the 150.143. So this is something that we can anticipate is going to happen. So now, where would our opportunities be to enter here? First off, what we would need to do is we need to see a pullback in this market. So let's first off just take it down to a 1-hour compression and show here, okay, what we can anticipate. And this is going to be, okay, so we're either going to see retracement right now, or we're going to see the market fully take out this 150.34. Bankers are going to make this trade, and then the retail market is going to try to get in. This is where we're going to see the pullback, and this is where we're going to start to be interested. So at this time, what we could look for is two things. We could either look for, first off, a retracement to occur of this movement right here. Okay, so we could take our retracement key and go ahead and shoot those. Now, if we don't see the market retrace, which we never know if it's going to retrace at this time, or if it's going to continue trading north, if we see this market continue to travel up, once we start to see retracement, then we start to shoot our retracements, okay? So that's important. We need to see the pullback happen in the market. So that would be the first area. The second area would definitely be sitting right here at the 150.34, where we would look for the market to come up to here and then create a nice retracement off of that, and then we would shoot our fib retracements from the bottom here all the way to the top and look around here, and you can see that this would be around a 50% to potentially even a 61.8 retracement, lining up here to the top of the sideways movement, which was massive resistance in the past, which resistance, when overcome by price, becomes support. So this would be a great area here if we get an overlap of retracement to look for an opportunity, and then to trade it all the way up to that area that we talked about, being the 150.140. So I just wanted to show that right there on the euro dollar. Again, it's still early here, but once again, in a retracement, setting up for the trade to occur up to the 50.34, okay, or it's going to take this market up to that 50.34, then give us a retracement, and then from there we'll have that trade up to the 150.140 area. So I just wanted to share that here with you on the euro dollar. Hope you enjoyed that analysis. We will talk to you again soon. Until then, have a good day, good luck, and happy trading.